Hey guys, if you enjoy any of my content, you can like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also comment down below your thoughts or ideas on any of my content. Thank you. Welcome. This is the Day Show, and I am Day Summers. Okay, I wanted to do a follow up on my opinion on the Jussie Smollett case that's happening. In the past couple of days, they found out, or they're insinuating that he's not telling the truth, and they had arrested and let go two Nigerian brothers that are like not white, and so now everyone's questioning if he made this thing up. I had given an opinion on the video before this one that Jussie himself, when he was attacked, that I didn't really believe the story. I believe that there's a lot more to it, and even with this new information coming out about the Nigerian brothers, I believe there's a whole lot more to it than just Jussie. I believe with this political climate that's happening, I believe, and this is why he didn't want to give his phone records, I believe that Jussie knew about that attack that happened to him. I believe that it could be a staged attack, but I don't believe that he's the direct culprit of it. I believe it might be other people that might be political influence people, or very high-ranking Hollywood people that want to have some sort of political capital going on, because a lot of this is political. The LBG community and all that stuff, they're highly political people, and they have it in for Donald Trump. And I'm not saying Donald Trump is the good guy. I'm not saying that. I'm saying they got it in for him, and they're doing any and everything to cause things to happen. I said before too that I had always thought it's good that African Americans themselves, don't get involved in this. Whatever is going on between Trump, the Democrats, the Republicans, it just seems better for African Americans not to get involved, and especially not to riot or protest or anything, as in we see the immigrant population or whatever they're trying to do at the border. That agenda is trying to come through. And we know a lot of that stuff that a lot of people from other countries had gotten, because of the laws that were passed for the descendants of slaves, the ADOS or DOSA. All of those groups, I think I did say it wrong, but all those groups of people, the descendants of slaves, are the only ones, like I said, that have contracts that are outstanding. And we are the only ones that are old, so that gives us lots of leverage and power. But a lot of people have taken advantage of that power because of things of the past, And when this thing happened with Jesse, I knew it was another tactic, to get people out in the street. It had to be politically motivated. So, therefore, the people who planned it, because this was orchestrated. I don't think Jesse was the mastermind of it. I don't think, I think they were pressured. That's what he meant by, he stood up to them. What sense does it make for him to do something like that? At first, he wanted to quit Empire, and they didn't want him to quit. Because again, when I tell you stuff like this, the group, the Bole, those are a bunch of rich, affluent, highly connected black people in this country. Very rich, very powerful, but they also cater to whoever their masters are, for lack of a better word. And a lot of those people are going through a lot of things now because of the exposing of what they call Illuminati, and the exposing of the things that the government is doing or has done, or the secret societies, and all this stuff is going on. So a lot of the people who are in the Bole, which are usually people that you would call them sellouts or whatever you would call them, they have to help. They have to show their worth, and they're not showing their worth. And their one big worth is to be able to rally all the black people out there to help them keep their master or whoever happy. Because this is how they get their stuff. Just like the Roots movie. And it's a sad thing to say, but that's what they do when you sell out. That's what happens in most cases. In some cases, it might not happen. Sometimes you sell out and you get a whole lot better, but it's not what these people are about, these groups. And I guess they feel, right now, since all the things that are happening with Trump and with all the Democrats and the Republicans, and all the politics are being shown as phony. And guess who's, what? It seems as if every time African Americans become #awoken. Yeah, I said awoken. Awoken. It's a word. It's my word, and I'm using it. So don't nobody else use it. #awoken. And whenever we are, people panic. And I think that's what's happening. Like I told you, Trump himself needs the African American. I could do another video on how valuable we are monetarily, money-wise, and some even say for our bodies and spiritual-wise. We just don't know it. I'm finding out stuff every day that's really surprising. But I'm saying that right now it puts African Americans in a very weird space. The only thing that can stop this space is a downright evil lie. And there's so much light being exposed on evil and lies that I don't think I don't think they can get away with it. And that's what it's coming to. And we're in a weird position because Donald Trump needs that. Really, white America really needs it, but they can't see it. People like Trump and all these other people, they can see it. They know what they're doing. With the, I'm not trying to be racist, but with the white part of the secret societies and stuff like that, these people think in legacies. They don't think the way the Bole might think. Now the Bole might be thinking in legacies. With Barack, he's now thinking of legacies. But these people have always thought of legacies eternal stuff, you know, their name, and these things are important to them. I mean, very important. And we as people who have these contracts and stuff, what I do believe, maybe our ancestors knew that these people thought that legacies were important, and that's why they have those contracts, and that's why they have stuff written in the Constitution and have things there. Our ancestors were so smart, it's a shame. And it will be a shame for us to mess up at this opportunity, because it's not going to come again no time soon. So we have to be alert and aware and figure out how we're going to reap what we need to get. And this is how we're going to be able to progress. Now, the thing that they're trying to say now is the reparations. And we are owed so much more than reparations that it'd be stupid to even say that word, at least for the United States of America. You know, if we could ever prove that the government of Africa was the one that benefited off of selling us from those lands, then those are the ones that really owe reparations. The United States owes capital. We're owed from both governments, if we can prove that. But if we're trying to do reparations for just this country, they can't give us reparations. They can't. The only thing they can do is give us our inheritances. That's the only thing that they can give us, and to leave us alone. You know, a lot of people think that, oh, we fought for segregation and all of that. But did you know that when we were segregated, the reason why we were desegregated, anytime we were put, even when we're doing Abraham Lincoln, he was doing the same thing Trump is doing. He's not doing nothing to help us. We can't sit there and try to put Trump in the middle of our issues and expect him to help us when Barack Obama didn't do anything. Matter of fact, Barack Obama helped in a lot of our issues. You know, didn't help us at all anyway. So we can't really ask a lot from Trump, because he's only doing what Abraham Lincoln was doing. And it caused the freedom for the slaves, but yet and still other things have happened. So we have to keep ourselves awake and have knowledge, and to be able to do what we're supposed to do when that situation comes up. Reparations is not it. Reparations is you're stupid for saying that. It's just plain dumb. There's no. You go and you tell them that you want land. You do want money. We're not gonna ever get what we are supposed to get. So we just do inheritances. You know, we do that. We figure out where we can go and be benefits for ourselves, because we already have that money ourselves. If you look at all the black athletes, the black stars, and this is why they go after those athletes. The athletes earn proven money. They earn money that people can see why they earned it. The rap stars and all of that stuff, they're stupid, because they're singing songs about drugs and everything else. So all that money is going to be gone from them soon. And they know that. And this is also why the Boule is freaking out. You know, their money is going to be gone from this soon. When they did that shutdown, that was a big freak out, because that shows where that money in those agencies go. When he did that shutdown, a lot of those people that were on those payrolls, it showed they shouldn't have been there. I guess I don't know what it showed. I mean, you're seeing a whole lot of different things. During that shutdown also, Trump started to see who were his allies and who wasn't. You know, he's playing these type of games, but he's playing business games. Only a businessman could see that. Only business people, when they look at it, could see it. When Pelosi was calling him all those names and she didn't let him go down to the thing, that was the worst thing for our country. How strong can he be to the Korean people, Korean leader, if he can't even go and walk around in his own country that he's supposed to be the leader of? And some little wench is telling him no, he can't. That's craziness. And that's awful. And so he has to get rid of them in order for his legacy and for order really for whatever they're going to do, the Republican Party going to do, they have to get rid of those people. It's just stupid. It makes no sense. Anyway, but I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to toot Trump's horn at all. I'm not. But what I'm saying is that I think that as a community, African Americans need to get together. They need to get it together and be on code, because that's what's making everyone panic. They are doing all the push button things. And I'm not saying for us to never go back out in March, for us to never go back out. In fact, we're always going to do it. They're always going to there's always going to be a reason to do it. But I just don't think it's a good time right now. I think we have to sit back and wait for their agenda, because they keep going so slow on that agenda. Like they're waiting for us to mess up. Almost. That's what it feels like. Or they're doing things for us to just all become freaked out or something. That's what it feels like to me. But yet and still, like I said, I don't think Jussie was the mastermind. I think he's the puppet. He probably didn't want to do it, and they put him to do it because he's the perfect look. He's a young, handsome black man actor who is gay. A good symbol for the cause. And that's, I believe that's what happened to him. I don't believe he's the mastermind of it. I believe other people are. I believe they probably did beat him up, and he fought back, and he told them, no, I don't want to do this because it's stupid. He wanted to quit Empire and go on about his business, his singing, or whatever he wanted to go do. And they wouldn't let him do it. They told him, no, you belong with us. And so he has to do whatever he has to do. I hope he keeps himself safe. He buckled down on, just keeping himself safe and his family safe, his peoples. And, y'all need to pray for him and hope that he's not in the middle of that stuff. But also, too, I'm going to be real and say, well, maybe he did, come up with this stuff, which I couldn't figure out why. But maybe he did. If he did, he's wrong for that. I hope the police prove beyond a shadow of a doubt, because I really don't believe it was him. I believe it was more other people around him. And maybe they're trying to protect whoever it is, because that person has a whole lot more to lose than what he has to lose. So that's probably why they're telling him, just come out and, take it all on yourself. And I don't know the right answer for him to do whatever he's gonna do, but that's just how I feel. Just like how I said before, this political climate is causing these people to do crazy stuff, and it's sad. It makes no sense. But I think a lot of people are panicking, and I think a lot of it has to do with African Americans. When it comes down to the political thing, the social thing, people are panicking. African Americans are not rioting in the streets so that these people can run back and say that we're animals. We don't deserve our contracts. We don't deserve anything. We should be treated this way, because that's how the secret societies run, and that's how they rule. They're the secret society. Nobody knows they're there, but that's how they think and rule, on these type of things. And they're, okay, we'll take that away. But that's not what has been happening. They can't say that. So now they have to figure out something else. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think this is a setup and Jussie should watch his back? That these are other people doing this and he's just a puppet? Or do you think that he is the mastermind? Or is even something even worse, that we have some political or Hollywood highly influenced people? Tell me what you think. Comment down below. You can also like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to know when I be posting up again. just, I hope he's safe, and I hope everyone else stay awoken and have a blessed night.